Well, here's a story outside of President Trump or China or anything like that. Oklahoma is asking for $17.2 billion in a landmark opioid case. This is a case against Johnson & Johnson, and a judge is set to rule on whether or not the company should be held liable for fueling the opioid epidemic. That's coming later today, that ruling from NYU School of Medicine. The associate professor, our good friend Dr. Devi, is here on this. Good to see you as always. On what could be a big ruling against this company, or maybe set a precedent the other way for a lot of people who, you know, have been hit hard by this opioid crisis. What do you know about it?
Well, I agree. I think it could also affect, you know, when we think about the tobacco industry, what's coming forward with the food industry, processed foods and obesity. But right now, I think the case really comes down to whether J&J is responsible for the opioid epidemic or whether they profited off an epidemic that was already happening, a crisis that was already there. I think people's frustration has to do with the fact that, you know, this company marketed its product as being safe, you know, not necessarily causing addiction, but being safe for treating pain. And so it's really taking us into how is the drug industry operating? What are its practices, right? So, for example, not specifically J&J, but another company, Purdue Pharma, which already settled, there's evidence that they basically targeted certain groups like veterans, right? So if you look at models of addiction, there's evidence in the lab that, you know, certain mice and certain animals are more predisposed to addiction when they're under high stress environments. That's true for people too. If we think about alcohol, for example, some people, if everything's going well, they can have a drink socially, no problem. But on the other hand, if they're under a lot of stress and they drink, that drink could be much more dangerous, right? And
in the marketing materials that the companies send out, the idea is that they look at those risks and know full well what the risks are, but minimize them. I mean, you probably don't know how it'll come down legally, but just as someone in medicine, have you seen that over the years where something makes you feel uncomfortable, the way things are talked about?
Sure, of course. I mean, there are ways to bias certain studies, so scientific studies, and then you look at those and rely on those for your decisions. But even for people at home, let's say you watch a commercial. Now, there's a lot of direct-to-consumer marketing, right? If you see 300 side effects, you probably don't take as much notice of all of them as if you just saw 3 side effects and you were able to pay attention to those, right?
That's interesting.
Exactly. Yeah. So, you know, people's attention and awareness is also affected. And then on top of that, I think people are frustrated because, for example, you're getting sold this medication that's supposed to help you with all these side effects, and then the company makes money off all the medications that are used to treat those side effects as well. So, for example, here, you know, we're talking about the opioid manufacturers, but even for the antidote, which is naloxone, that's the generic name, even those prices have gone up for some of the manufacturers by 500% in the past few years with the opioid crisis. So both the opioids are fueling the crisis, and then, you know, people are profiting off, again, people's misery treating the crisis.
What's a sensible solution in your mind? A lot of people have compared this to what happened to the tobacco companies years ago, but the situation is different in many ways also, because in that case you have people choosing to smoke cigarettes, and obviously years ago maybe they didn't know that it was such a bad thing for them, but still it's a choice that they're making. In this case, you do have these painkillers, drugs that, if they're used properly, right, they're actually quite necessary for somebody who went through a surgery or something. So what's that balance that we need to strike here?
Well, that's the hardest part, because with tobacco, we can say that there's really no health benefits, right? But for these medications, I mean, what's the risk of having a verdict against J&J, right? That maybe these companies won't produce these drugs as much. And then when we think about things like postoperative pain, cancer-related pain, all these things where people really rely on these medications, suddenly you don't have them available. Same thing might happen with other medications that have, you know, serious side effects, right? So how much is the company responsible for versus how much is personal responsibility versus the doctors or healthcare providers you see?
This ruling from this judge this afternoon could affect a lot of those other cases. Dr. Devi, always good to see you. Thanks for coming on. We'll watch for it.